Ready. Play.
Let's see. Above 40. Second serve right here. And a backhand winner down the line that's sealed. Wait, no, that was the let.
No, this is so funny, right? Because it
No,
actually
no.
turns out it was a let, yeah. But I thought initially that this was the
Yeah.
third
I
winner
thought
just
so too.
sealed the match as well, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, but she kind of goes for the same shot. It's a little more central, and she doesn't need to because Sabalenka just totally blinked in that game. And Muchova hit one excellent winner, which was the forehand inside in. But wow, just what a turnaround. You have to say also huge credit for the first set as well. Saved those 2 set points, and I mean, like she was in big trouble. Like midway through the third, the second set was not close. Um, it was still such an enjoyable match. Not at all surprised that Muchova won. I called it before the tournament, so it's just it's not surprising.
Yeah,
I
it's
like I
not
feel
give
like
yourself credit. Give yourself credit.
Muchova winning, not winning a big title is would just feel wrong to me. Like she's that good. Like maybe this is the one. Maybe she wins this.
So wait, what do you mean? So she doesn't have a title?
She doesn't have a big title yet. She just has
A
one
big
250.
title. Yeah, big title. Yeah, because she has some titles, right?
No, just one. Just one 250 back in 2019 in Seoul. Like
All
that
right.
just
Yeah.
that just like for a player who's made a slam final, Cincinnati final, like a bunch of semifinals, like in majors, like it just doesn't seem
All
right that
right.
she
Yeah.
doesn't
I
have.
mean, I remembered her winning something in like 2019, but I guess for some reason I also thought she probably did something in like 23 or 22. Anyway, yeah. Nurlan also personally knew it from the beginning, but didn't tell us. Yeah, I always thought that, I always knew that this would happen. And anyway, wonder what Nick is thinking right now. Nick right now is like, yes, Karolina Muchova, you beautiful woman. And that's what he's doing right now. Also, he's like, who is Iga gonna be coached by? Why did she withdraw from Wuhan? Is she gonna play the WTA Finals? That's Nick right now.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick right now is probably just sitting in his job and being a lot more quiet than this. However, he's
Mhm.
definitely very happy about this result.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Sabalenka obviously every time wants to avoid Muchova, but this is also like, I think we know now. I mean, she was 4-2 up here in the third set, and she basically suffered like a complete breakdown.
Yeah.
So, did it happen because Muchova makes her uncomfortable? To an extent, yes. I mean, she definitely got the first set like this, and as you said, she deserves a lot of credit for that. The first set like allowed for anything like that to happen, but the last few, the last few games, I mean, that was just a disaster.
Yes. Particularly the two misses to break back for 4-all. There was the missed volley. There was the backhand on the break point on the fourth break point. But especially this last game. I mean, three unforced errors at 4-5. Like the two to go down left 30. Like 13 of the last 17 points, or 14 of the last 18, maybe, that just went
Yeah, I mean, the
away.
last game, you think that, okay, the last hold as well for Muchova, yeah, that was just, okay, she just threw it away a bit, sure.
Yeah.
But you think she's going to come back a bit
That's true.
stronger for the next game? And she just,
Yeah.
yeah, like I
She
said about
won. She
Felix,
won.
vomits all over the place.
She won the last 8 points, right? Like she held souls at love, breaks in
Definitely,
love.
yeah.
It's
Hell to
just
love. And that also means, because she broke back earlier, that she won the last 10 points, in fact.
yeah, that's true. So last 10 points. I mean, and that's where it really fell apart. Really, the last 10 points for Arena. Of course, she also was up the early break at 2-1, and then we remember Muchova came up with this fantastic return down the stretch. Um, and then there
Yeah.
was also another really good return like that on the forehand. She was starting to read some of those serves a bit better, and like she lost a lot of her rhythm from the back of the court. Like and that's what made this so impressive. The comeback from 2-4, because it really looked like Sabalenka was like not missing. She was playing really high margin, like not going for the lines. But well, that one little blip was enough to swing it
She
back in
won
her favor.
15 in a row without facing almost any real adversity. She finally faced it, and she just cracked it 4-2. She
Let's look at
absolutely
the
did.
stats here. I mean, Sabalenka still finished with, a positive unforced error according to the stats: 37 to 33, 34 to 26 for Muchova. So +8 versus +4.
I would like to
Obviously,
see these stats for the last 4 games.
yeah. Break points won. I mean, Sabalenka broke 4 times, 4 out of 8, 3 out of 10 for Muchova. Like, I mean, at the end, it was a pretty close match, but um, yeah, I think in some ways it's a little bit like the French Open match as well, where Sabalenka had the 5-2 lead and also imploded there. This one wasn't quite as big of an implosion, but still, pretty significant at the end.
I don't know, like the last 2 games, just was unable to keep the ball in
Yeah.
play. And it happens to her sometimes, sure. I mean, we tend to forget about it when she still wins the match. But I don't know, like
Mhm.
Australian Open semis against golf, for example, she had these 3 games when she just literally can't put balls into play. Like it happens sometimes to her. And well, I mean, she clearly cracked here. And yeah, I mean, obviously that stat, as you say, is complete bullshit because like
Yeah. This stat is
she's
not.
played 3 events
This
this
stat is
season
not
on hard
really.
courts. So I mean, you can go
Yeah.
for her win rate overall. I think. I mean, by now she's
Although
got
I'm very
20
curious
matches.
if she does win this title or she does win the next round. Like, where would she be in the race and everything? Considering she missed like literally the first half of the year, she's already 33 in the race. Holy crap, 33! And if she wins this title, she'll be like top 20 maybe, or like
I like
21.
how we had like 2 swear words, one each in the last minute after not having any for like 3 hours. And it happened pretty randomly. But yeah, so if she wins the title, she would be, I mean, still too far to make the finals. But yeah, just setting herself up for a good position next year. Of course, seeding for the Australian Open now becomes very possible. In fact, one more win, and obviously she will get it. So that's maybe the goal she should be chasing. I know Naomi said that this is kind of her goal, but yeah, it's just not happening really unless she like goes massive in Wuhan.
Storyline wise, I mean, there's a lot of intrigue now, like for the possible finals, right? Like, say we get like Muchova versus Badosa, you kind of have the story of like both coming back, like the comeback player of the year maybe is on the line for that match. And then you also have like Jiang Wen, obviously being in this part of the world, that's also pretty massive. Mira Andreeva with the, I mean, I'm pretty excited for this whole tournament. Like, this is, no matter what, it's going to be a pretty good finish. Like, whoever wins from here.
I think that Kinven obviously staying in the event, that would be the best for the organizers and the field crowds, the field stadium that they've had there this week, which usually doesn't happen. Whereas Badosa Golf, I mean, either way, you have a good name in the finals, and of course in the top half as well. Everyone left is a big story. Of course, the event would probably like Kinven to be there, but it's an exciting set of players left. That's for sure. Not exactly the top 5 in the world, but I mean, many of them are actually. Well, I mean, Coco. Well, right now in the race, she's not top 5, but like players like Kinven, Muchova, Badosa, like they can be top 5 in the world on their day for sure. And well, maybe they'll be showing that as well this week before we head into Wuhan, the other WTA 1000, which apparently is not played over 2 weeks.
Yeah. There's this stat right here: 9 appearances and 5 semifinals in the majors and 1000s since Roland Garros 2023. Yeah.
For Muchova, that's really high. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess she has
originally,
two US Opens. And
yeah.
what's the WTA 1000, the other WTA 1000 when she
Or Cincinnati, right? Cincinnati final. She beat
Cincinnati.
Sabalenka. She beat Sabalenka in the semis and then loses to Goff in that one.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
just really not many appearances to be honest, but twice
Two
Cincinnati,
Wimbledon,
twice the US
two
Open, once
Wimbledon round
Cincinnati.
one, two Wimbledon round one losses. Which, I mean, this
Yeah,
time it
that's
was just
weird.
so early to come back, and also a quality player in the first round in Badosa.
Niemeyer in 2023 was not a good draw
Oh
either.
yeah, that's a
2022
really
she
tough
lost to
draw.
Halep,
Yeah,
but she is a
that's good.
two-time Wimbledon quarterfinalist. So
She is, yeah, and then that's suddenly become the only major that she hasn't made the semis at least. So yeah. Um, No, this is certainly somebody like if she gets a healthy run of billing going, like she's top 5 in the world. Like she just
Yeah.
has to be healthy. Like
It is very possible, yes. Is Wuhan a 500? No, Nurlan Wuhan is also a 1000. So still plenty of possibilities for Arina Sabalenka to catch Iga Świątek there, but she will need she'll basically need to make the quarterfinals in Wuhan to enter the WTA Finals as the number one in the race. But even then, of course, that would be super close. However, the possibilities are there as well. I mean, she's the two-time Wuhan champion, I think. So, like, if she wins the title, she would have a massive lead over Świątek and could basically just secure it with going undefeated in groups, I think. So, the number one is very much open still, but Sabalenka is the one who has the chance to kind of almost close it out in Wuhan with a title. But an early exit there, and even Świątek might still be heading into the WTA finals as the number one. So pretty big implications there.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, it is 3:15 a.m. my time, and I've been sitting here for over 3.5 hours. But honestly, it was definitely worth it. I enjoyed the stream a ton. I enjoyed the match a lot. Obviously, there was quite a lot to talk about in terms of, yeah. I mean, the two players, the stakes, the contrast of styles, everything. It was, quite an awesome first set, definitely, and then third set had its really good moments as well. So yeah, this was fun.
I'm not gonna reply to like will she need to win Wuhan because I'm not gonna count it. Like only the WTA race is important right now. So like how far she is from Świątek and how far she can be if she wins the title. But the rankings right now are pretty much irrelevant, which Jack Sock didn't know about, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. That was just insane. Like Jack Sock had absolutely no idea how the race works. Even though at some point in his career, the ATP race was actually the most important thing in his life, really, 2017 at the end of it, when he
That's his
suddenly
career
made the
highlight
ATP
right
final.
there. Yeah. Winning the Paris Masters and ranked
Yeah.
24 in the world, and then being in the top 8 and then making the semis of the World Tour Finals was pretty crazy as well. One set away from the final against
that was a pretty insane ATP finals, that's for sure. And as Vash said, it's 3:15 for him. It's 12:15, like 15 minutes past noon for me. We're finishing this, and just keep watching Talking Tennis content. Keep subscribing. As you can see, the count is going up rapidly. Hopefully, we hit 11K by, I don't want to make another goal. I'll just say soon. And keep tuning into the content. And thank you to everyone in the chat who watched this pretty good match with us. Delivered on the expectations. It's not going to be a match of the year contender, but delivered on the expectations.
Yeah, it certainly lived up to it. It lived up to the billing. So that's all you could really ask for. And
Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.